Now I can hear you.
Holy
First time
shit.
charm. This time around.
Wow.
Could my paintings, no, they're not even paintings. Could my artwork get any more crooked? It's actually driving me
I can't
insane.
tell from the no, I can't really tell. Okay, wait. Now the white one. Yeah. Okay.
It's perfect. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you like my like weird? Are we recording? For all the people that are watching, I am in a different location. I'm in my bed like a lazy bum, but I have a reason. It's because Jordan, literally the only time I can record in the next 36 hours was this small window. And Jordan was like, oh, I have a meeting at that time. And I was like, quit your job.
Okay,
But
first of all, your bed looks like an elevated
thank you.
booth. Like, that's a nice
I'm in a
head frame.
booth. It was my mom's bed frame. And then
Is it wood?
it's like probably fake wood. It might be wood. It's wood.
I would. Do you ever hit your head on it?
You know. Just kidding.
Wink.
Heck yeah, I do. No, I'm just kidding. It's
I hit my head on my wall
Yeah.
all the time, so I feel like I need a bed frame.
the bed. It is nice. It's old though, and it was hers, and so she had. I mean, it was like fine, but like some of the slats underneath are a little bit fucked up, and so like there's like a middle like post, you know what I mean, like a wood thing that's like holding the like middle of the bed up, but like every time we have to like put shit under the bed, like
Architecture.
our whole life is under the bed. Like we have no storage in this apartment, but we'll have to lift the mattresses and the box spring up, and the like wood slat underneath is always like not. It's like this, and then I feel
It's on its last leg.
it's literally on its last leg, and it like bows, and I'm like, I'm sure that the mattress is probably like dipping when I'm sleeping, because I always wake up with like back.
Does your
pain.
back ever hurt when you wake
Yes,
up?
like every day.
Well,
Yeah, I'm like, that's probably not. And then I like
but you have
fixed
like
it.
a full-on massage setup in your house now.
I do.
So you're Gucci.
Yeah, I should just sleep on that. It honestly, like, it's fine. It's fine. And the other day we like, when we had to evacuate for the fires, we were like under there, and I like fixed it, and my back has felt better. So
Oh, now
Maybe.
she's never gonna. Maybe it will go down to your tibulitis issue.
it'll fix my ankle.
It'll just fix everything
That would
because
be
it's
so
all
nice.
connected.
It is. It is.
Kinesiology.
Yeah, my PT
You
girl
know, who
said
knows?
the back is the root of all my issues, and like I'm sure she's not wrong. It's just like my back never hurts. I mean, except for when I wake up.
Your back never. Oh my God, my shoulders. I used to try to get massages every. Okay, maybe not a couple weeks, but like every few weeks,
Mhm.
and I attribute it to my upper back pain. I was just like, well, I'm just like hurting a little bit, so I like really need to spend money on massages.
I love.
Everyone's like, maybe you should strength train, and I'm like,
No.
maybe I should get another massage.
I like that idea. Like, I'll cancel my LA Fitness membership that I don't go, like what I pay for and don't go to, and then use that $50 a month to get a massage.
Bada bing, bada bang. Especially too when you have races coming up.
Right.
There's just so many expenses that you can be like, oh well, you know,
Yeah.
I have a race, so I have to purchase this. I have
Tax
to do
write-offs.
this.
Yeah.
And
Whatever that means. We were just talking about taxes the other day.
you'll have to find off soon. You'll have to find out very soon.
I know.
I feel like I'm always paying taxes as a contractor. I'm always
I'm
kind of like,
sure. Yeah.
well, it's tax season. It's like every day is tax season, and I'm over it.
It is. It literally, I mean, I just got some, I don't know. I've literally have it sitting right here from like one of my brand deals, some tax form. And I'm like, ugh,
1099.
should just throw it in the trash.
Hey, I have a 1099 coming your way. I have to send it to you.
Oh God, you should just keep it. It got lost in the mail.
I kind of feel guilty sending them. I'm like, well, sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. I get it. I don't want to go to like jail. But yeah, I
No,
mean,
that's
like we
probably
talked
fair.
about the other day, I thought that influencer 1099 whatever, I thought it was income 30%, right? Isn't that what I said? I thought all of my influencer deals were taxing me 30%. Is it?
But no, it depends on your
Okay, then I
tax
won't have enough-
bracket.
Oh, because I won't have enough money then if it's 40.
Because
I didn't
the
save enough
majority of
money.
your income came from your full-time job, right?
Yeah.
And you're like taxed depending on how you what's the word? How you claimed to be alive. If you're
Yes.
claiming 0, 1, or 2. I don't know. Do you have to like claim something else now that you're married?
I don't think so, because I don't know. We are not filing jointly yet, whatever that means. Well,
Any tax professionals are like, shut the fuck up.
I know.
right now.
They're like, can you stop? But I Googled it.
brand deal taxing is like very high.
I thought it said when I Googled it, all the Google's articles said 14 to 16%. It was like, how much do influencers get taxed?
Well, you have so many write-offs. You have a lot of write-offs. So let's say you made, this is going to be very incorrect, but like, I'm still going to say it. Let's say you made 50K from like influencer brand deals, like content creation. Well, then you have write-offs. So you had to buy, you have some bikes, you have travel for races and all this stuff you're using to make content around. So you can like, so let's say you spent 15K of like purchases that you can attribute towards write-offs. Wow, I sound like such a tax pro right now.
Look at you.
So then the income that gets taxed is 35K. So you're only getting taxed on like, because you use, well, okay, it doesn't like equate to equally.
I was gonna say
1-to-1 ratio.
That would be nice.
So it depends. Like meals used to be 100% the last couple of years, like meals attributed to business, but now I think it's like 50%. You can like do that, but there's some things like if it's like a direct, like let's say you're purchasing office furniture or something, that could be like a direct write-off, like 1-to-1.
I'm really scared.
No, you're gonna be good.
I don't think I'm gonna be good then, because
and you can do payments. Like you'll totally be good.
We'll see.
We'll follow up if Carolyn's good.
I'm gonna get arrested. And then the other thing is like, okay, like the Price is Right. That is income tax.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's literally like,
oh yeah, everything you got, right?
Yeah. So that's the same as like my job. I don't know how taxes work, guys. I just feel like other people know. You know, I used to.
Who does your taxes? Do you go TurboTax?
TurboTax, but I'm not doing it. I can't do that. I like last year I was already confused enough.
Because you're an influencer now.
Yeah.
It's too hard.
Like last year I had a few brand deals from the year before and it was like enough for me. Like it was just 1099s. It was easy for me to figure out. I'm sure I messed it up. And then this year I'm like, brand deals, job, Price is Right. I'm like,
yeah, Price is Right really messed up your taxes.
Dude, it's gonna, no, seriously.
They should give you a tax person. You could be like, I don't want the TV, I want a tax pro. Just kidding.
That's true. And it's, yeah, I mean, you're like, nothing's free. And like the car, I mean, obviously I sold the car to cover the price of the taxes for the other things that we kept. But like I really only,
it's badass.
The car itself is $8,000 in taxes if you do 30%, and then I didn't really even make that much from the car because CarMax like screws people over and great. Well, now my day's ruined. So I was over here like thinking, oh, it's 30, and then it's like actually no, it's actually 15, and you're like, no, it's actually 40%.
No. I think it depends. I think it totally depends. And you have a shit ton of write-offs, so I think you're going to be fine. Also, I'm going to email my tax girl and let you know. Everyone's just like, wait.
Yeah, they're like, this is a really exciting conversation.
The life of an influencer.
Right.
I have a PSA.
Tell me.
Do not buy the protein powder / collagen / supplement brand that is pushing it out when you first enter the store.
What store?
Do a little research first.
Any store?
This is not gonna. I went to the store called Avril, which is kind of like a nicer grocery store. I don't know what I would not like a Whole Foods because it's not that big. It's kind of like a boutique. It's kind of like Mother's Market.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
You haven't been to Mother's?
No. Let me Google this. Let me see if I got one in my local area.
Oh, you totally have one, Loke.
Loke.
Oh my god. See, I'm burping from the collagen. Okay.
Oh,
perfect time to burp. So I walked in and I was like, I was like gonna buy some protein because I put it in my oats and just to get some more protein.
Yeah.
I haven't been getting a lot of protein lately. So I just obviously need more. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some collagen because I'm gonna supplement with collagen instead of protein because I also want my like hair and skin to be healthy.
Of course.
And so I was like, bam, collagen right away. And it said aquatic collagen. I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah,
I bought
fish.
it. I bought it must be from,
fish.
I need to look into it more, but it tastes fishy.
Okay, that's gross. Ew, okay.
I'm drinking it right now. Every sip I'm just kind of like, ugh.
I know,
but I'm just like, at least my hair looks good.
It does.
It doesn't.
You do have luscious hair.
It actually doesn't.
It
will.
Collagen is one of those things that I feel, I mean, I like take it, but then they're like, no flavor. And then I'm like, every time there's definitely flavor. You know what I mean?
You're trying to see what the flavor is of the note. That's so fucking true. Every time I take collagen that's unflavored, it's like, put it in your coffee. And I'm like, it's going to mess with the coffee.
Yeah, it's going to make your coffee taste bad. No, thank you.
If you put collagen in your coffee, how we doing? Mental health check-in.
Would
What
that
are
be
you doing
chunky? There? I feel like it'd be clumpy.
Would it be chunky?
Like it'd get
Would
hot
it be a
and
little
then it would
bit
just like meld together.
Yeah, it's just like what you have to get like a very dark roast to put collagen in your coffee.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Let me know, because I feel like it's just gonna mess up the flavor of the coffee.
Agreed.
I don't understand.
I don't want to ruin, like, if I'm gonna ruin the flavor of anything, I can just like water. You know, it's like I like water. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I can fight through that easier, I think, than if I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the only thing I don't put in water is protein powder, because
Oh
then
God,
it's like,
that's
ugh.
weird. Does anyone
Like
do
I
that?
need some milk.
If you do that,
I
comment.
think people do.
Oh, that's
Unless it's like a really good protein powder. But I don't know.
diabolical.
You're taking collagen right now, right?
Yeah, but I'm really bad about
partnership.
I like forget to take it a lot. I'm like bad with supplements. I have so many, and then I just like I'll get on like a kick of being like, oh my God, my hair looks so bad. We should just like not post this one on YouTube. I look so ugly. Okay, Jesus.
No.
I'm just like worn out.
I love your bedroom setup.
The lighting
you
is
look
terrible.
way better than I do.
Jesus.
We have to do this for the 10 people who want to see our face.
And you always wear cute outfits, and I'm
welcome.
just like in like sweats.
Again, party on the top.
Yeah. But you got a sweater vest on.
Which part's the party? Is the party the nice or the bad?
I think your business on top, party on the bottom. Because you got a sweater vest on.
Business cash on top. And
which
then
I like.
I actually just did this within like 2 minutes. I was like running Napa, trying to like make her tired, which she's sleeping right now. So that was a good call.
Yeah.
And then I came home and then I put on earrings to pretend that I have my life together.
See, you're better than me.
Now I'm here.
I was like, I woke up tired, cranky, and I was like, I don't even care. No offense.
I'm cranky too.
I don't care about anything.
This conversation is going to turn us around. And if you're in a run right now and you're cranky, get ready to be turned around.
You know, some days you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed for no reason. And that was today. I woke up and I was like, I had bad dreams. I had a dream about.
I thought you fixed your mattress though. Or you fixed
I did.
Slot.
I slept soundly. I had a great night of sleep.
Okay, soundly.
But I had dreams.
But bad dreams.
I had a dream about a spider, like a big tarantula. And then I was trying to get Jordan to kill it. And it was like in our apartment, he like wouldn't do it because Jordan never kills spiders because I don't like killing things either, but spiders that's an exception. And he was like.
It's like a true life story then.
Yeah, basically. Because there's been spiders and he'll be like, oh, he's like, it didn't hurt anyone. And then he'll like capture them and put them outside. I'm like, okay. But in my dream, it was like.
He captures them? No. In his hand?
No, he'll put like a cup or like paper. You know what I mean?
Same thing. Same thing.
Couldn't be me. One time I came home. Did I tell this story on the podcast? I don't know.
We'll find out.
The spiderweb story where I was like in the kitchen?
No.
Okay. Sorry if I did. But I like got home from a ride or something and I went into the kitchen and out of the corner, like literally almost walked face first into a spider in a web that was like down from the ceiling. And I like stopped and I was like, oh my God. And Jordan's like, yeah, I noticed that earlier.
In the house?
And he just left it. Yeah, in the fucking kitchen. Like it was a little spider.
And I just left it.
He's like, I just left
Jordan,
it. And I was like,
jail.
are you stupid? No, I'm just kidding.
He's in the doghouse.
He's in the doghouse. But my dream, there was a tarantula and I like was so scared and I had a baby like on its back. And then my cat was like killed the baby, but like it was just a whole thing. I don't know. It was very stressful. And then I woke up.
Honestly, that's a pretty weak bad dream.
I know.
My bad dreams are like my dad dies.
Yeah,
and then
my
mom loses her arm.
But it really like stressed me out at the time. And then I woke up and I had like, I don't know if I think it's from my run last night, but I have like a headache. Like so I think I'm just dehydrated, which obviously I'm like chugging water, but I like woke up dehydrated and I'm like, then my Microsoft is the worst. Okay, listen to me right now, everybody.
And no one disagrees.
Put me on record. You
heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Just kidding. Everyone else has said that. But like it was nothing on my work computer was working and I had to call IT. And I was on the phone for 30 minutes. And it was all because my password to my computer hasn't expired yet. It's supposed to expire next week. And they're like, yeah, you need to change it sooner. And I'm like, why don't... They're like, you should change it every 2 months instead of every 3. And I'm like, well, you should change the
Who does that?
I know. I was like, usually I let it expire, but I couldn't log into anything. It was just the whole thing.
Usually I let it. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I can't. I've been on the Mac train.
Yeah.
For my entire life.
Yeah,
my entire life.
I've had laptops in college. My parents just always bought me like the cheapest Dell computers because they're like, I mean, I didn't need to do anything. I just needed like Word. And then all of my jobs.
Access. Yeah.
I just had like boomer jobs where all the
Back in the day, it was
companies-
just Word and Google.
No, literally.
Like, what else were you doing?
What else was I doing? Like maybe an online quiz. I don't even know. And so all my
BuzzFeed quiz.
right, but definitely BuzzFeed quizzes. And then now all my jobs have just had PCs. And guess what, guys? Michelle already knows this.
This is big.
This is big. I
for
think
Carolyn.
this is big. I think this weekend, mind you, I'm literally sitting here like freaking about taxes and how much money I'm going to owe and how poor I am.
No, but this is going to be a write-off.
it'll be
You
right
have
off
to
for
get
next
it.
year. But
You should have got it in December, but you know.
that's true too. That is true. I'm going to get a MacBook Pro, guys, because
Hoot hoot.
I'm trying to start my YouTube journey. And
Wait, I need to watch your latest YouTube. I'm very excited about that.
oh, thank you. I just like, it's so fun editing videos, but then I use Jordan's, I feel weird using my work computer. Plus I don't have any of the things that I need on, and he's got like a fancy computer. And so I'm like trying to like edit my videos. And then this man is designing a lamp. I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast. The man he's an architect. He just likes to design stuff, but he's literally building a lamp. Like we got like a sample in the mail of the lamp, but he's like trying
Wait,
to use
when you
his-
say lamp, do you mean like a standing lamp or
It's
like
like
what kind of lamp?
like bedside table, like lamp, like a table lamp
Is he designing it for your house or for his work?
for his, just for fun. And then, it'll be for the apartment.
I love that for him.
He's
I
so-
wish I did that.
Right? He's so cool. But it's just hard.
But
'cause
editing is just as cool.
That's
now you're gonna
true.
have that nighttime hobby.
I know that's the thing. So
It's so time consuming though. Oh my god.
well, that's the thing. And I like need his computer, and then I'm just like on it for hours, and then he needs it. So I'm like, I just need my own. So then in the evening, I can sit on the couch, edit my videos. He can do his thing, and then it keeps me off of
Bada
TikTok
bing.
because all I do is scroll for 3 hours a night. And
You'll
that's not
find
productive.
time.
I know. I haven't been on it in like days though. It's been very good for my mental health.
Okay, well, I need to maybe follow suit because my mental health has been
Yeah, bad week. Bad week.
bad week on TikTok.
Yeah.
Bad but good. I feel informed, but I'm still depressed.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm informed, but then I'm like, this is depressing. And then like I'm like, oh, I should just delete it. But then everyone's saying after the ban you can't re-download it. I'm like, I'm not that
Yeah.
committed to
just
deleting
put it on your last page or like hide it.
That's what my
Maybe,
boss said
like,
he
Can you
does.
remove it from the home screen?
Yeah,
I don't know.
my manager does.
Something like that. Smart. Wait, let's talk about your crazy workout day yesterday. I'm so jealous
yeah.
because I just okay. Oh,
Tell me.
real fast.
What?
I finally got in the groove on the treadmill
Good.
yesterday.
Just before it gets like warm there and nice. I'm just kidding. You got a while.
Yeah. Dude, no, that's in like April or May, but who knows? Maybe I'll be living in California by then. But it finally clicked. And I know what the problem is. It's a problem. And I'll be on the treadmill and it will take me like 1 or 2 months to get used to it again.
Yeah.
And then I get in the flow and then I prefer the treadmill. Like I love it.
Really?
It's like meditative. It's like shink, shink. Well, maybe because I've been wearing my trail shoes and it's so much impact, you know?
Yeah.
And now I'm wearing my normal running shoes and it feels like squishy. Like
Oh.
you really respect a squishy running
That's
shoe when you
true.
don't wear them in a long time.
That's true.
But anyway, I'm jealous of you because I so desperately want to do a run at marathon pace, but I have a hard time on the treadmill, can't get in the flow, and I can't do it outside because it's too icy. So
Yeah.
inspire me. Let's hear about it. How did it go?
Good. Yeah. So I had to do a swim in the morning, which I felt really good on my swim, which was, I don't know, swimming is like 50.
Nice.
I mean, I've said like I'm a good like
Again,
I'm a
you're
good swimmer.
fish.
But some days I'm just like so slow and I'm like, I don't feel like I'm going slow, but I am. But yesterday I just felt like I'm like regular and I was like, damn, I'm fast. So I was like, this bodes well for the run
Yeah.
workout because I'm like, if I feel good. And so that was like in the morning. And then, yeah, I had a 10-mile run on a Thursday. Crazy. But it was a 3-mile.
We love that.
Love that. And it was like 80 degrees yesterday, which was really, I haven't ran in that hot of weather for a long time. So I was like, okay.
I didn't even want to acknowledge that. I
know.
was so jealous.
I know.
You're like, it's 80
Goodness.
degrees
It's
today.
so
And I
hot.
just didn't even write back.
Right?
Ignored you.
I know, which is fair, but like it was 80 yesterday and
That's
tomorrow it's supposed to be
crazy.
like 52 and rain like all weekend. So
Wait, when it was 80 yesterday, what was it when you ran outside? 'Cause
Honestly,
I know you ran in the
I
evening, right?
did. So like the sun was up and then it like by the time I was done, it was dark out, but it was nice. I mean, it was still kind of hot, but it was, I don't know, it was probably like high 60s, maybe
Oh,
low 70s.
Freaking ideal.
It was really nice. The humidity though, and this is like why the fires have been so bad. It was 6%. And I can't really do high humidity, but I also realized I can't do like really, really low humidity because it's just like your throat and your mouth. And I'm just like,
oh, it's so dry.
And your eyes, everything. I was like, it's too dry. But I mean, yeah. So it's just like whatever. But it was nice. And I ran a 3-mile warm up, 6 miles at marathon pace, and then a mile cool down. And then the marathon pace, I'm just saying, I think my goal is 7:45. I hadn't really thought about it until yesterday. I was like, I guess I need to pick a pace. But I think that's doable because my half marathon pace is like 7:06 or something. And it's just like, okay, I know for a fact I cannot run that fast for 2 half marathons because I almost died when I did it in one.
One day totally could.
One day, I hope. But I mean, I'm like, ideally I would do a 7:30 pace, but we'll see. But the Rose Bowl's like,
LA's hard though. Like it's a hard course.
Yeah,
people don't go to PR there.
That's true.
So.
Could just do the Ventura.
7:45 sounds right.
Yeah, so the Rose Bowl where I ran, it's like a 3-mile like oval, so it's one side's uphill, one side's downhill, and it's like, I don't know, 2 to 3% grade. And so it sucks because it's just like hard because I'm like, I'd love to feel a 7:45 on like a flat, but there's no flat roads anywhere here. So I'm like, all right. But the uphill, I was going like 8 minutes to 8:10, and then like my heart rate was like 190. I'm like,
That's hard.
It's hard. I'm like, why am I so slow? I suck. But then you come down the downhill, and it was like 7:20, 7:30. Heart rate was like 170. So I was like, okay, average it out.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
I think on my Training Peaks or whatever, my average was like 7:47 or something. So I think I hit it. I hit it good.
That's perfect.
Well, it.
I mean, it's hard to average it when you're doing a hilly route. Like
I know.
You'll have to come to Long Beach when I'm there.
Yes.
And we'll hit up the bike path and just do like a solid 7:45. Because I think I would like to aim randomly for that pace as well.
Yeah.
It was so funny when I was voice memoing you. I was kind of like, oh, 7:45. Yeah, that'd be nice. And I'm like, oh, I guess my marathon pace and
it's faster than that.
It's faster than that, but it was downhill and like such a different kind of like way to pace it, you know?
Yeah.
But I think on flat, like I think my body 750 I know I'm definitely comfortable with, but 7:45 is like something I want to practice. So I'm so excited to do that with you.
Yes.
Hopefully.
It was really fun. I think I've done like speed work. Like my coach always gives me speed workouts. But this is like the first marathon specific like speed workout that I've done. So it was fun. It was just a lot on Thursday. And then, I woke up with the headache and then
it's a lot.
I feel a little better. I took like
Did you eat enough?
I hope so. I always eat a lot. So I think so. And then I have, okay, so today is, I do have a hour recovery run, which that's chill. And it's really nice out again. So I'm like, oh, I don't really mind it. But then I also have.
I can enjoy it.
But my coach also gave me, and I'm like low key, like maybe do I do it? It's like a 1-hour trainer ride, and it's not even like that hard. I know, but I'm like, maybe
that's just
good.
A lot of time.
It's 2 hours on a Friday. I'm like, I have a life. I don't have a life.
On a Friday.
I don't have a life, guys. So
even an hour run though can take it out of you. Like sometimes it feels really rejuvenating, and then sometimes you're just kind of like, yeah,
I know.
So I'm done for the day.
We'll see how it goes. Because usually I do my recovery runs on the donut run early, like at 6 on Friday mornings. But after that, it was too close to that 10 miles. I was like, I can't do 10 miles and then do a recovery run 12 hours later. I was like, I can't. And I needed to sleep. So I guess I'll do it like in the eve. Napa, you calm down.
Napa agrees.
She's like, no. Yeah. So I don't know. I might text my coach and be like, can I skip my trainer ride? But then I also feel like I should do it because I like really haven't ridden this week. And then
what's your workout tomorrow?
Just my 3-hour ride, my Montrose group ride. That I like that ride though. It's fun. Even though I died last week. I died bad. And then probably because my legs are so tired from running.
Yeah.
What else?
Do you think doing the run and then the hour trainer and then the 3-hour ride in the
I know.
It just sounds like way too much in my brain. And then the 3-hour ride in the morning, like, are you going to be dead?
Probably.
Do you have an off day on Sunday?
No. So Sunday is the big day. I've got a 2-hour, 25-minute run. which is okay. So I did 210. Oh, wait, let's do some math, guys. I'm adding.
I think we can do it. Let's do it. Okay, so let's say you do what pace? Are you going like a 6.5 or 7 miles in an hour?
I don't know.
You do 7, and I feel like you run in like a mid 8, maybe lower,
right around mid 8.
So let's say you do 7, so 14 in 2 hours, and then
I did
so you're
15.
doing like 16.
2 hours and 10 last week was 15.2. So 15 more minutes. Yeah, I'll probably be up to like 17 miles.
Holy crap.
Good Lord.
Carolyn.
And it's supposed to rain though. I mean, here, not like pour, like, but it's like the whole
Just
day
like
Sunday.
pour.
And I'm like, it's gonna be cold, like 40s. And I just hate, but I'm not gonna run on the treadmill, obviously. So I'm like, I'm just gonna have
It's
to.
gonna be 40s. Get out of town.
Sunday, the high is like 50. So like when I run it, it's gonna be in the 40s and it's gonna be raining. I'm gonna be so cold. And then your shoes get all wet and then I get blisters.
That's like ideal running temperature though, people say.
If it stays dry, I do like a high 40, but I also have to swim. So it's really hard when you're wet and cold from your run and then having to, even the pool is obviously warmer than the air. So as soon as you jump in, you're like, fine. But like just the thought when you finish your run and you're like, I have to get into a pool that's outside.
I'm stressed out for you right now a little bit.
Thank you. And then Jordan wants to buy pants. So
what?
I'm like, there's just so much going on. I have a baby shower tomorrow that I'm hosting. And then Jordan's like, we have to go to the mall Sunday. I want to look at pants.
Well, you're going to get your computer, so it's worth it.
Oh, that's true. Okay, wait. That's right. I keep forgetting about the computer.
You're like, I take it back. Let's get... you have to show a picture of the pants that Jordan gets because...
It's so dramatic. The man has so many pairs. I have like 2 pairs of pants. Like 2 jeans.
And
and
so many pairs. Okay, how many pants does Jordan have?
Okay, so we've got a pants drawer in the dresser that we share because we have no space. And like we have our own...
Because hashtag LA.
Hashtag LA. So it's like his underwear, my workout clothes, which... I can barely open that drawer. And then the bottom drawer is
I can't open my workout drawer either.
I reorganize my workout clothes like...
It's so messed up.
Like once a month. Maybe once a quarter.
Don't you feel like you donate your workout clothes constantly, but somehow the drawer doesn't get emptier?
Yes. It's so annoying because you always get like a new shirt from a race or like whatever. And I like organize it and I'll be like, okay, t-shirts are going to go here. Shorts. And then the next time it's just, but like 2 days later, it's a disaster. So, and then the pants drawer, I
can't keep up with Marie Kondo. I just can't.
No, it's too, no, I don't have time for that. And so, Jordan the man probably has off the top without counting, I would say he's got 5 or 6 pairs of pants.
Okay. Well, you made it sound like he had 20.
That's true. Well, I don't know. He wears 1 pair of jeans like every day. He has black jeans. And then he has like,
that's cute.
They're cute. And then he's got like a regular pair of
never
blue
seen
jeans.
Dov in jeans.
Really?
Okay. I feel like blue jeans is just like American.
He's so
like
American.
Dov is never wearing a pair of blue jeans. I'm actually laughing thinking of Dov in jeans.
It's funny because
slacks.
The like black jeans don't really look like I don't know. They don't like scream jean to me. And then he bought these like light blue like Levi's, and I'm like, who's this like American boy? Like so hipster in his light blue jeans. But then he's got like all these other random pants he doesn't wear, like some like chinos from J. Crew, all this crap. And I'm like, what pants could the man need? I don't have room
I'm very
for mine.
excited to know.
We'll find out.
Let us know how he completes his pant wardrobe.
I will. And
that makes me want to go shopping.
I know. I'm like, but there's like also football. He's like, we have to be back for the football game. I'm like, oh my God, okay. But I was like, maybe he won't go to get the pants, and then I can just go by myself to the Apple store and just buy the computer, because Jordan is also way more responsible when it comes to shopping, and he'll be like, we need to weigh our options. Okay. And then he like takes 10 years to pick out like socks or like a vacuum cleaner. Like he has to compare and contrast. And I'm like, I kind of know what I want.
Socks and a vacuum cleaner are very different.
That's true.
Vacuum cleaner take 10 years.
True. That's true. But every purchase is like a very stressful thing for him, and lots of research goes into it. And I'm just like, I know what I want. And I'm like, I think I'm just going to walk in and buy one, because he's going to be like, let's wait and like think about it and like think about
compare and contrast.
No, I'm not thinking about it. And you've
done enough research.
And I'm going to be happy. And this happened with our cats last year. So we fell in love with Cosmo, and then he was like bonded with like 3 other cats, and they're like, well, if you're gonna adopt Cosmo, you have to basically adopt one of these other 3 cats. But then Jordan like wasn't sure of Juno, which is so funny because he's obsessed with her now. They like love each other so much, but he's like, I don't know,
Juno's always in your background,
right? And she's just like she's an angel, and I'm just like, she's just a wonderful cat. But Jordan's like, I don't know, and he's like, because she's a tortoiseshell, like our old cat Nova. And he's like, she's just like kind of like an off-brand Nova and all this stuff. But anyway, I'm like, no, we're getting these cats. And I made the decision. And guess what? He loves them. So with the computer, it's the same thing. I'm going to buy it and I'm going to get it. And I'm going to be happy with it. And there's going to be no regrets. And it's going to be amazing.
No regrets.
No regrets. So yeah. Anyway, crazy. What are you doing this weekend? Tell me your runs
as
and
crazy
plans.
as yours.
No pants for you?
Oh, no pants. Even though I would love to go shopping, but I don't need to. The other day I needed like endorphin points, so I went to Home Goods. It's called Home Sense here, and I bought 2 pillows for my bed.
Very exciting.
I was like, I need to buy something. It's so bad. I was just like
to feel something.
I need a little like I need to feel something, and I got like 5 endorphin points.
Love it,
which is great. And then I went to like a -6, but I'm like, gonna buy something else now. Just kidding.
Ooh, a laptop.
Yeah.
I need a computer.
Fuck it. I'm getting a laptop. But no, I'm chilling tomorrow. I'll probably edit the podcast, and then Dov gets back from Florida on Sunday.
For how long?
So, wait, no, he gets back Saturday. He'll be back for a week, and then he leaves for 3 weeks while I'm in California.
Oh, that's right. Wait, do you guys have fun plans Sunday?
No, he probably just wants to sleep.
Yeah, I'm sure. God damn it, Dov.
This poor guy. He's working like 16-hour days. I'm like... Oh, I was going to tell you about this one story of something that happened to me.
Tell me.
As a PSA as well. And I've never talked about this, but it was so freaking weird that I just like, I feel like it was a fever dream.
Okay.
So
I'm ready.
When okay, here we go. And I'm not going to, I feel like it didn't happen. I feel like it was a dream, like for real. So before I met Dov, I lived alone in Long Beach, and I would kind of like go on my, like some walks to kind of break it up, because I also work from home. So I just needed to get out. So I was going on a walk on the bike path, kind of like walking around and doing my thing, la da da. And this guy walks up to me and just starts talking. And I was in those like, and he wasn't like a creepy guy. He just was kind of nice. And I was kind of like, okay, whatever. And I saw he had a camera, like a vlog camera. And I'm like, oh, he's filming content. Like, gotta respect your content friends,
Of course.
As a content creator, it's like, yeah, you go. And he goes, hey, like, can I interview you? And I was like, in like a yes. I told myself that week, I'm like, I'm going to say yes to everything. I'm going to be a yes man.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yes. Great movie.
I don't even know what happened in it, but
Same.
I was that person.
It was a great movie though.
Whoever that was.
Steve
great
Carell?
movie. No. The other comedian. Bill
Hader?
Tom Sandoval. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
It's fine.
Everyone's going to be, it's probably, yeah. So anyway, I was a yes man, and he was like, can I interview you? I do this like YouTube channel thing where I ask people some questions about life and just like their thoughts in the world. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. I had no plans. I was like, I will help you with your podcast. So we sit down and he's asking me these like hypothetical questions, and all of a sudden his camera dies. And he's like, dang it. And I was like, do you want me to record on my iPhone? And I can just send you the footage.
Yeah.
He goes, honestly, that would be great. Thank you so much. Which I wonder if I still have it.
Does he have his phone?
I record. Or his phone died. I think he was recording from his phone.
Okay,
and his phone died. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't a vlog camera. I completely lied at the beginning of that story. Okay, and so I was recording it. He takes out this one thing and he goes, okay, now I need you to take your shoes off and your socks. And I was like,
I'm out.
And at that point, yes, I should have been like, yeah, like this is kind of weird. But I was kind of like, just trust the process. Like, you're a yes man now.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but like, I don't really know if I want to show my feet on camera. He goes, oh, well, I do this with every guest.
Oh my God.
Like, Michelle. This is like really a thing. And I went on his YouTube and he did do it with a lot of people. And I was like, okay. And so he's like, I'm going to do this thing where I tickle your foot and I want to see if you laugh. I was like, okay, well, I'm really ticklish, so it's going to happen. And he did it, and he goes, I'm going to teach you something. So move your toes while I'm tickling you and tell me if it's still ticklish. And I was like, oh, it's not ticklish anymore. And he goes, yeah, so next time you're getting a pedicure, like move your toes and it redistributes the blood, and then it's not going to be ticklish anymore. I'm like, okay. And so he does this whole thing to my feet. And at a certain point, I was kind of like, I can't send him this footage. This is too weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we finished and I pretended that I went along with it. And then he walked away into the abyss.
Wow.
And he texted me. He's like, hey, like the footage. And I'm like, oh yeah, just a sec. Like let it load. And then I completely never sent it to him. And I don't even know if that actually happened because I can't believe I did that.
I have so many questions. First of all, you need to find the footage. Maybe don't post it.
I have to find the footage.
So is it like a foot fetish YouTube account?
No, but other people were doing the same thing as me on that YouTube account. And I can't even remember what it was or who it was. Like he didn't have enough followers where I can like put it into Google, like guy in Long Beach who tickles girls' feet. Maybe I could.
Maybe you could. Because was his whole channel just tickling girls' feet?
It was like asking women questions. And maybe there was guys on there too. I'm not totally sure. But this is a PSA. If someone asks you to be on their YouTube channel, maybe figure out exactly like what they want.
Do a little research
before doing it. Do any research.
I'm not okay. Like my biggest fault is I'm a yes man, not because I say I'm gonna be. It's just because I feel so bad saying no to anything at all ever, and because I'm
a people pleaser.
I'm very much so. Honestly, the same thing would have happened. I would have been like, sure, I'll do it because I get scared. I'm like, I feel bad saying no.
You like tag them on Instagram. You're just like, shout out to my new friend.
Yeah, here's my feet.
Check out the video. Give them views
for free. I mean, at least.
Are you on Foot Finder?
Wait, did we talk about this? No, we didn't. Did we?
Are you on Foot Finder?
I don't know. Wait, what's Foot Finder? Oh my gosh, you know
like
why?
Celebrities and creators.
We haven't. I'm scared to go on do that on this computer. Maybe I should do it on my phone.
You're working.
IT person.
IT has a call with you. They're like, "Hey, we just like need to talk to you about something." We noticed
the same guy who helped me before. Okay, so you know what? We didn't talk about this on the podcast. I only know what it is because you had me listen to Giggly Squad. Oh, and they talked about it in like the first episode. Wait, how do I find
in the first? That's so. I still don't even think I've listened to their first episode.
I scrolled way back. Wait, let's see. Feet Finder.
Are you on Foot Finder?
I don't know. I'm scared now.
Are you on your phone?
I am.
I think it's just footfinder.com. I think it's pretty harmless. I mean, I don't know what you think you're gonna see on there.
Popular content. View. Oh goodness, this feels like illegal. But it says I have to like sign in.
Pics remotely. Honestly, I just lost another toenail. I could probably make a few bucks.
Here, I'm gonna Google. Probably could.
look at Foot Finder it's Feet Finder actually.
Foot Finder.
It says seller tips, earnings. Many models earn thousands per month. Remote work, earn from anywhere without commuting. Yeah, obviously.
Maybe I'll do
flexible hours. Earn when you need, or earn when you want to earn.
I could use some little extra dough. I just Googled Feet Finder Carolyn Carter to see if anything comes up. And I always forget that there's a model.
What a scary search.
Not a model. She was like,
is there a porn star?
Miss USA or something? Some state. I don't know. Someone with my name who's like famous.
I just don't want to like put my ID in. Honestly, if you're a runner looking to make some side income.
Yeah.
There you go. You know what's really bad? I'm so annoyed. I just got a pedicure and then my toenail popped off.
Oh, my nail's still hanging on. But I will say there's like one that always falls off, and then I think we talked about this, always grows back a little bit fucked up, and it always is the one that's
a little like thick.
Yeah, it's thick and like weird, and it's always the one that gets like a blister underneath. And I don't know, I'm sure any runner listening probably deals with like ingrown toenails. You're performing your like bi-monthly toenail surgery on yourself because I'll like clip them like weird and then like pull them so they like come out, and it's just like so much relief. It's probably not good, but when I go to get my pedicures, they like take that little scraper thing, or I don't even know what they're doing down there, but I feel like
it hurts so good. It
hurts so good. They're like digging in there and like pulling like shit out, and you're like, oh, and then when you're done, it's just like a new foot.
It's a new foot. I used to not have them take off my calluses, and now I'm just like, take them off.
She tries, naked. But I like am like thrashing around so much when she does it because it tickles. I need to move my toes next time.
You need to move your toes. Like that's the one thing I took away from that guy.
I'm gonna do it next time, and then she'll be like, "Wow, you're like a new woman."
They look at you weird though.
She's like,
they
Stop.
do. Like I started doing the toe thing, and she's like, "What do you?"
And she's like,
"Is that a reflex?"
Stop it.
Like it's a thing.
It's a thing.
She's like taps it.
Yeah, next time I'll do that. But she does it for like 1 minute. It's like the same girl every time. But yeah, she was like, so the calluses usually stay on. But one time, back when I was in Ohio, I can't remember. Oh, it was for a wedding. I was like in town for a wedding, so I got a pedicure, and she like one of my toenails was like, a little ingrown as it is, and she like berated me about not clipping my toenails properly, and I was like, that's weird. I'm like, however old, 27 or whatever I was.
I don't think I've ever learned how to clip my toenails.
I was
correctly.
like, don't you just go beep boop? And so she was like digging that bitch out, and like literally it hurt. Like sometimes it hurts so good. This hurt like actually so bad that I almost cried.
She was in a bad mood.
She was like
she took it out on your toenails.
I was like, are you certified in podiatry? Like, you have a license? Because I was like, she's legitimately doing like surgery and was like digging in there, and then my toe throbbed for like a week. I was like, it's infected. Like she was like taking like a sharp object and digging it out. It was really bad. But then I was like scared to get pedicures after that. I know.
I do feel like nail ladies take out their stress on you.
They do. They do. My girls are good though. The one I go to, they're like, but the one, I mean, it hurts a little bit for sure.
Are you watching any good shows right now?
Yeah, Jordan and I just started Shrinking, which is on Apple TV, and
is that actually good?
I like it.
What is it about? Because so I kind of want to watch it, but like, what is it?
It's Jason Segal, who I've met twice. I don't know if you knew that.
You've met him?
He's my neighbor.
Twice?
Meryl Streep is my other neighbor.
That's also something I didn't address in your voice memo. You're like, yeah, Jason Segal, my neighbor. And I'm like, huh? But I just like kept it going.
We'll do
define neighbor.
So I know exactly. Okay, this is creepy. One time I saw him at the Rose Bowl. I was on my bike with my friends, and Baca, my guy bike, Baca, was like, hey, Jason Segal is walking around the Rose Bowl. And I was like, shut up. And he's like, yeah, I'll point him out. And so the next time we were going around, there he was. He was walking the opposite direction. And I was like, obviously like slammed on my brakes. And I was like, oh my God. And I like pulled over and I was like, can I get a selfie with you? And he was like, of course. He was so nice. And so we took a picture together.
Was he just walking for cardio or what?
He was just walking for cardio. Just being a celebrity. And then like literally maybe 3 weeks later, like people were seeing him a lot at the bowl. And I was like, this is a few years ago. And then like 3 weeks later, I was on a run on one of the roads kind of like going into the bowl, and I was running down the sidewalk and he was walking towards me, and I was like, oh my God, it's him again. And so I ran past, I was like running up to him, and I was like, oh my God, Jason Segal. And I was like, I just took a selfie with you at the bowl like a couple weeks ago. He like whatever. And then he high-fived me and my hand was all sweaty. Like I was mid-run and my hand was all sweaty, and we high-fived, and he was literally going into his like, as I passed, he was going into the gate like of his house where he lives. I know.
And it's close to you?
It's not like Meryl Streep is way closer. Meryl Streep is like same zip code, like 2 streets over. He is.
What?
So he's like a couple miles away, but I like pass his house all the time. But then we looked up, we're like, what celebrities live in Pasadena? And like, you can just find people's addresses. So that's really creepy. So then we're like looking up addresses, and it was like Meryl Streep lives above the Rose Bowl. And I was like, well, I mean, same. And then we Googled her address. I'm going to get like sued. Her security detail is going to be like, she's going to jail. Restraining order.
The podcast doesn't exist next week. We're like,
yeah, sorry guys. So Meryl Streep lives, I mean, this street is so close to my street, same zip code. And so one time I like rode by or drove by and like made a point in my head. You can't see her house. She's got like a gate and like a long driveway.
From her too.
I did. Not yet. Hasn't happened yet. But she does have Spectrum because the Spectrum truck was in her driveway. And then I'm like,
everyone has Spectrum in your neighborhood.
I know.
This is not
for real. And I was like, man, she's having internet problems. She's just like us. And and then Lily Collins. So Kristen Wiig lived down the street from Meryl Streep. And then Kristen Wiig used to live there and then sold her house to Lily Collins. So she also lives near me. But anyway, we invited Meryl Streep to our wedding. Fun fact.
Shut the fuck.
Oh gosh, people are gonna think I'm insane. So you can invite, like, people were saying on TikTok, they're like, oh, if you send your save dates.
Wait. Pause. You were judging me for DMing a celebrity, and you invited Meryl Streep to your wedding.
I did the snail mail version of a DM. I did the real life. That's probably way worse.
Keep on going. True. You can do this.
So, okay, people on TikTok were like, if you send save the dates to like companies, they'll sometimes send you like swag or something. So we had a bunch of save the dates left. So we sent them to like Handel's Ice Cream, Trader Joe's, no one sent anything back, by the way. So screw them. But we're like, let's invite Meryl Streep, LOL, because we live in the same zip code. So maybe she'll like actually open whatever. And literally got the invite back the next day. And it was like, you person does not have a public mailbox. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Because I wouldn't either. So.
Because everyone would be sending her wedding invites.
Right. And they're all going to look up her address. That's hilarious. So fun fact.
I've never thought of doing that.
Yeah, it's actually really creepy how easy it is to find. Like, you just Google, like, if you figure out what city they're in, you can Google, like, Meryl Streep, Pasadena, and, like, comes up. Because it'll have, like, news articles about, like, the house they bought. But, like, that's how I confirmed Jason Segal, because I saw him going into that gate. I'm like, he has to live there. And then we, like, confirmed it.
I love that he's nice. It makes me so happy to know that some celebrities are cool.
Yeah, you should
convince him to join like your run club or your like bike community.
I was thinking about that because he runs a lot, because I've seen him running before too. And other people saw him, like one of my friends saw him on Brown Mountain, which is like burned now, but like on a hiking trail. They were mountain biking and they were like almost like ran into him or something and apologized. And then my friend was like, "Oh my God, you're Jason Segal." Because, like, we have this group chat. We all, like, talk about him whenever we see him. And my friend was like, oh, yeah.
Segal sighting.
A Segal sighting. And then my friend was like, oh, yeah, I'm in this, like group chat with all my cycling friends. And, they're like, they all love you or whatever. And he's like, I love cyclists. That's what Jason Segal said. And I was like, no one loves cyclists. So thank you, Jason Segal.
This is, like, the best promo for his show ever.
Oh, yeah. So Shrinking. Okay, back to Shrinking. So it takes place in Pasadena. Which is very exciting for me because it's like all the landmarks and like things like you're like filming all these places that I know. And I'm like, how have I not seen them filming yet? But it's really good. He's like a psychiatrist. I don't know the difference. He's a psychiatrist, I think.
Which one is drugs?
Oh, I don't know. Probably a psychiatrist. Okay. And it's like him and then, oh my God, I can't remember his name. Indiana Jones. Who's that guy?
I would never be able to guess it from that hint.
The old guy. He's in it too. I don't know. It's just like really wholesome and like funny. It's really good. I think you would like it. It's like 30 to 40 minute episodes.
Okay, I'll watch it.
It's like funny. And
telling me it's wholesome is not going to like get me to
No,
watch
it's like not that wholesome though. There's like drugs and sex and, stuff like that. But it's just like
sold.
I like shows where there's not like extreme. Okay. I like movies too, but like when there's not a ton of conflict, because sometimes if there's a lot of conflict it really stresses me out, but this is like light conflict.
No, I get that.
It's like manageable for my stress levels. My little heart can take it, but it's like not that wholesome. It's rated TV mature, so
oh, perfect. You sold me.
Yeah,
okay, I'm into that.
It's really good.
It's funny that you say it's filmed in Pasadena because I was just told on Prime there's a cop show by Dick Wolf, and if you know, you know.
If you know,
you
know.
Watch Law and Order SVU?
Of course.
Okay, I was like, it was my entire personality, which I don't know what that says about me, from like 16 to 25.
Yeah,
same. And it's like a Dick Wolf show, and it's filmed in it's like Long Beach cops, like it's Long Beach PD, and it's like literally the neighborhoods I've lived in.
Yeah,
that's like downtown.
It's so fun, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my God.
It's too real, though. Like, the gang stuff featured and stuff. I'm like, oh, my God. I texted my friend. I was like, oh, my God. I went on a run where the head was found. And my friend was like, like, it's not a real show, right?
There's
like,
well, head.
I mean.
But, like,
maybe. Like,
there could have been a head there. Yeah.
There's, like, a bike path that you just, like, should never run on. It's kind of, like, on the near like adjacent to the 710, if you know, you know. And there's been a couple times where I've ran there.
The Long Beach bike
you probably
path.
biked there, right?
I have, yeah. Well, I've taken that one back to LA. Not great.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be there alone.
No.
And it's like so real. Seeing that on the show, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So I just started that. And then I got in this really bad hole. I'm watching like the stupidest show in the entire world, but I'm just so addicted that I can't. I can't even like admit what it is because it's so embarrassing.
You have to now. Shouldn't have brought it up.
I like always start it. I'm like, what are you watching? Well, this is just for anyone else out there who started a show that like it's a complete waste of time for their brains, and it's also a show for like high school kids.
Oh, I love.
And
high
it's not like
shows.
a saucy high school show. It's like it's so dumb. Like the entire plot. People are gonna
Tell me.
Not like
I love
me
high
after
school
this.
shows.
It's like, you know those shows where they're like, oh no, it like shows what they're thinking in their head. I said the wrong thing. I shouldn't have said that.
Yes.
And it like, it's like, well, then go up to the person and tell them that you didn't mean that. And then it goes to the next scene. It's like they don't even address it. Like there's this scene, they're on the airplane and the guy's like, I think I love you. And then she goes in her head, she's like, oh no, I didn't know what to say. And I'm just like, maybe I should tell him this. And I'm like, well, tell him that then.
Yeah,
like
right
what?
there.
And then it cuts like 6 months later. I'm like, how did they not address that instant? Anyway, it's called XO Kitty.
Okay. I've never heard of it, but maybe I'll watch it. We can have a breakdown each episode.
Yeah, it's so bad that I just feel like I need to finish the new season, but I also don't. I should be like learning French or something, like doing something better than wasting my time.
Like the brain rot, like that's what the TikTok, I'm like, sometimes it's just nice to have like an hour or two to just like rot your brain. I think it's healthy.
That's my brain rot.
It's your brain rot.
Well, it's healthy. It's sickening. It is what it is.
By the way, someone DM'd us on Instagram. Hold on one second. Let me go back. It's really funny. He was like, whoop. Shout out to Tony. He said, Tony Gomez.
Tony boy.
First of all, he said he's 3 episodes in and he said our vibe is unmatched.
Stop.
Which is with fire emojis. Thank you. And then he said, perhaps a fun idea that also thematically fits would be to see a visual off-course counter on your videos to track the number of tangents you guys go on. The tangents are great and make the pod the pod.
Hilarious.
I know. And he's like, I envision a tracker for each of you on the top left or right, and then a tally for each time you tangent or go off course. On top of that, you have an image of your preferred shoe above your tally to represent you. This would also expedite your Hoka brand sponsorship. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and I expect 10%.
Tony!
I know. I was like, Tony, you're getting 10% when we can get rid of it.
Yeah, right.
But
whenever we can monetize this podcast, I will do the tracker.
That's such a good idea, though, because we really do go off course. But that's the charm, right?
That's the point.
I don't stick to a topic.
This is a pretty random episode. We're both in a weird headspace right now.
It's just a weird week. But like, also, I think having notes would stress me out because then all week I'd be like stressing out about what to put in the notes. You know what I mean?
Well, I usually have notes for each episode.
That's true. Sometimes I do put a couple things. Yeah.
You don't need to worry about it. I just like you talking. Okay, let's pop into some questions.
Tell me.
How would you describe your personal style?
Oh, like clothing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's actually, I feel like my workout clothing and like actual real life, it's very divisive because we all know.
Yeah, you're very different.
So bright when I work out, like the most obnoxious, brightest, craziest patterns. And then for my clothes, I'm like looking at my closet right now, could not be more boring and neutral.
It's not boring.
That's
true. Fashion forward.
It's fashion forward. I wear a lot of black and tan, but I will say, here's where the fun part comes in. I get a little
Let me guess. Your purses. Yes. Your Kate Spade purses.
Yeah, you know about that already. Yes, that's my thing. So it's like the outfit's boring, but then I always have a fun purse. So I've got like a donut. I have a heart. I have a camel. I have one that looks like a Hawaiian shirt. That one I just bought. That's a summery one though. And then
I love that. I love that.
So fun. I have one that looks like a bonbon. Is that it? No, I have a really fun fish one for the pool. Oh. And then I think there's one that I like. It's a pretzel. Maybe I'll buy that today. No, I need to save money for the computer. There's one that looks like a big like pretzel, and I'm like,
Oh, you posted that on Instagram. It's so freaking cute.
It's so cute. And then Kate Spade did it a collab with Eminem, and I was like, I need everything. And then Jordan's like, this just looks like you went to the like Eminem gift shop at like Disney World. And I'm like, you're not wrong. And it was really expensive and wasn't on sale.
It's like, tell me you're not a Kate Spade stan. Like you would know if like you know.
Talk to the hand. But yeah, I didn't buy anything from that. But yeah, so I keep it boring. And then sometimes I go like kind of fun with the shoe. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of like so I'd say.
But no more heels.
No more heels. Jesus, never again. I don't know what I would say. Like boring with a flair.
Oh yeah, we have to like brand it. Okay, that's funny. I feel like our workout clothes are pretty opposite. I used to be, flashback like 10 years ago, probably like bright, like high pro compression sock, like hot pink, like that kind of vibe.
That's the vibe.
But now I'm very monotone workout clothes, but
so interesting.
monotone matching.
Right.
Like I want to. I think I'm trying to like, I'm actually terrible. Sometimes I'll just like take whatever's clean. I'm like, I'm wearing this, I'm wearing that, and this, and it doesn't match at all. But that's fine because it's clean. But ideally, it'd be monotone, like all black, all dark green, which you hate. I know it's like your pet peeve. Boring workout clothes.
Yeah, I mean,
it so is.
It kind
but
of.
I love like the matchy monotone like vibe. That's my workout vibe.
That's like a normal. Yeah, I'm into it.
Okay, first of all, no.
What?
I would say it's normal. How dare?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just kidding. Yeah,
it's aesthetic.
Like pretty much the basic like normal look, workout look. But the bad thing about working out like your clothes, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, unless I have a couple shoes I'm rotating, like sometimes I am very like, I'm just going to get the shoe that they have in stock with my size.
That's what
because, you know, it's like, whatever. I'm going to have to get a new pair of shoes in a few months or 4 months anyways. Like, I don't really care what color they are. But sometimes when you get the pair that's like orange, it really kind of fucks up the outfits.
Girl, that's literally me. Well, okay. I don't know if this happens. I'm sure it does. But like, doesn't ever rain here, right? So I run and it's always dry. There's not like mud, but somehow my shoes
the white shoes.
I don't even get white.
Ruined.
Like it doesn't even matter. I had tan, and this one I have now. I'm struggling with that because they're like pink. Like they're cute, but they like don't match anything. And I'm like ready for a new pair. I need a new pair, but they're so dirty. They're disgusting.
So dirty.
They're like brown, and I'm like,
so
from
dirty.
what? I'm like not running through mud, but they're so gross.
If you get any color that can like show mud or dirt,
which is all of
I
them.
swear, any
except for like
literally all
black,
them.
and I'm not wearing a
I
black
should get a
running
white shoe just for the treadmill.
That okay. We can all agree, right, that the white shoes look the best, right?
They look okay.
Those are my
have
favorite.
my New Balance right now. They're like a light tan.
Oh yeah.
With like a kind of like a burnt orange end, but it's like very faded and it looks like kind of white from far away. The first time I wore them, dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Yep.
Just terrible. I'm just like, okay.
It's disappointing. Yeah, all the Hokas, they'll have like 3 different versions of like a white shoe with like a different like color on the logo or whatever, and they look so good. I'm like, oh,
so good.
Yeah. And I'm sure you do this too, but like when I'm done with a pair of running shoes, usually I rotate to like a walking casual shoe. Sometimes if they're not like disgusting, like this pair I'm gonna have to like just get rid of, but I can't even like do that because by the time they get to the walking stage, I'll like clean them and it's still stained. So I have a tan pair that I bought just for the safari, but I was also like, they Clift or Mach 6, and I'm like, these are the ones I run in. So I'm like, once I'm done with the safari and like I need a new pair, I'll just wear those. But they're like so cute. And I'm like, I'm just gonna keep them as my tan walking shoes.
It's so hard. And it's so funny too with like walking shoes. It's like if I'm going to go on a walk with Napa around the block, I would never wear my running shoes.
Same. I'm the same. And then
like I don't want to mile them out.
No, don't want to waste miles.
It's going to be 1 mile, but
right.
Like it's
same.
So funny. I'm like, so like, I could never,
I'm the
could
same
never,
way.
even if like I'll wear more uncomfortable shoes. Actually, I should be wearing my miled out shoes a little bit more. My miled out shoes are currently in my closet in the back of it, just hoarding.
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
There you go.
Like 5 pairs. Shoes.
That's the thing. I'm sure you do too. I have like emotional attachments to them. Like I'll have like 3 pairs ago miled out shoes that I still have and I don't wear. Like I'm like, what if I need
it has to be
up?
Like 5 pairs to consider
yes
donating or throwing away, depending on how used they are. You know what I mean?
Also, what do you do with your carbon shoes? Because I also keep those, and I'm like, I literally can't.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I don't know what to do with them. Like mine, they're definitely miled out from like the races I've done now. And Napa actually took like a chomp out of one of the soles. So like I can't even wear them. But I just can't get myself to throw them away.
No, they're so expensive. And like, I guess oh my god, I need a new pair of training shoes, but I also should buy a new pair of Hoka, my like carbon shoes, because I'm like, I don't really like pay attention. Basically, my system for carbon shoes is get them in the beginning of the year, wear them for every race throughout the year, and then start over. But they're like they're so expensive.
Yeah.
But
they're
I need,
so
like,
expensive.
both.
I like to wear them for like 1 workout, 1 or 2 workouts too.
Same, just
to, like get the
wear
vibe.
them in. Yeah, get the vibe. Also, I'm kind of scared. I love the Rocket X2. Is that the newest? Yeah, I think that's the one I have, and they're so good for a half. But I'm like, I don't know if
Hoka.
yeah. But I'm like, I don't know if it's too much for a marathon. Do you wear carbon shoes during a marathon?
Oh, fuck yeah. But I'm usually Nikes.
Yeah. They're like
but
similar
I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm open for a new carbon. Because I like they gave me like mad blisters.
That's what I'm scared
of.
For
my second race. I used them for 2 or 3 races, maybe 3 marathons. But yeah, they really kind of messed me up. But I just like, I feel fast. Fast and furious.
That's the thing. Hold on, now I'm gonna Google it. I know they do feel so fast, and I think they're really comfortable. But
and I don't even care what color they are.
Same.
Like, I will match whatever. If I get a hot pink pair, that's my race outfit then, I suppose.
Are those the ones? Celio. I'm sorry, the Celio 2.
What'd you call them? The Rockets?
The Rockets were the old ones. The Celio X1.
Oh. I was gonna say that's random.
Oh my god. I'm about to spend so much money. Okay, so the Celios are so comfy, but just because they're like, you don't wear them as much as your regular ones, and then it's like there is the opportunity for blisters and other places because you don't wear them as much. And I've also had like carbon shoes like blister the bottom of my foot and stuff, so I'm like scared to wear them during a marathon because I'm like, if they start hurting, that's a lot of
that's a lot of miles.
The Celio has the ones I have are like, I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of ugly because that was like when they first came out and that was the only color they had. They have white now. Can't see it.
Woo-hoo!
They're $275.
A white race shoe. Now that is sleek. $275. Oh,
I think I'm gonna.
And in Canadian, that'd be like $350.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think I'm gonna buy them.
Like it matters.
I mean,
it's
don't need
so funny
to buy
like
them
shopping
now.
Here. I'm like, oh my god, it's so expensive. And then I'm like, no wait, this isn't Canadian. And then I justify everything I buy. I'm like, but it's like so much cheaper in USD.
There you go. Okay, they're almost sold. Oh my god, they're almost sold out. Okay, I have to buy them.
Let's do a vlog where we go to Roadrunner and just test like different carbon plate shoes.
I love that. That'd be so fun.
On the treadmill, we can be like, oh, I love these.
But we don't.
Oh, I hate these. Yeah. These can go to hell. We buy them all.
And then the people at Roadrunner are like, I need to help other customers. And we're like, no.
You're like, you're going to need to get off the treadmill now.
Yeah. Like we're just like a line behind us. Like, no. Yeah, we should do that because I've only literally ever tried Hoka's. I'm a slut for Hoka. I've been trying to get a Hoka partnership, brand deal, whatever for forever. So
it's going to happen. We're manifesting it.
We'll talk.
Okay. One more cue.
Yes.
Oh, also my personal style, I would say is very extravagant, elegant, rich. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's really not.
The sweater vest.
I love like bold gold jewelry that kind of like complements a look. I always have like usually hoops.
It really elevates.
I used to wear
everything. Rings too.
Did I tell you that I had my ring cut off my finger once?
No.
Okay, quick story. I used to be like a ring gal. Like I'd wear all the rings. And then it was my 24th birthday and I was at a bar and I was dancing in Jeffrey Campbell's. Do you know those shoes? Yeah. Do you remember those? You're a tall girl, so maybe they're like the highest heel in the world. It's like insane, but I loved them. And I was dancing, 24th birthday, let's go. And I fell because the shoes I fall not drinking beer like in those shoes. Like I'm falling all the time, but I had a couple beers. I fell and I jammed my finger. And it hurt so bad. And I was wearing this really thick ring and I couldn't get it off. And I got back to the hotel that night and I was like crying so hard. I'm like, I can't get it off. And like my boyfriend was trying to pull it. And I was like, my finger's going to pop off. And I was freaking out. But it was so late. And I was like, I'm just going to go to bed. And we'll figure it out in the morning. I woke up and my finger was so swollen, so bruised. I'm like, my finger is going to come off.
Oh my God.
So I had to go to the emergency room.
Oh my God.
And get it cut off.
That's terrifying.
With a ring cutter.
Was it scary?
Dude.
What if they
ring
cut
cutters are not, it's like a pencil sharpener, like the ones that you had in second grade where it's like, and I was screaming it was probably the most pain, maybe like top 2 times in my life I've ever been in.
Yeah.
And I was screaming so loud and there's a little kid next to me, like with like the little things up and he was like, Mom, what's going on over there? I was like, I'm okay. And they do it again. I'd be like, motherfucker. It was awful.
That's terrifying.
So, all that to say, I didn't wear rings for a couple of years of my life because I was too scared.
That's fair.
But now I'm wearing them again.
They look, I think they look good. And I think that hoops, they do elevate a look, like every look. Like my friend Cynthia, shout out to Cynthia. She always has like a gold hoop on. And like even with like athletic clothes, I'm like, you just look so like. But so I bought some gold hoops and I like never wear them. They like feel like I'm like, it's too much. It's too much on me. And I'm like,
you kind of have to get used to them.
But they look so good. And I'm like, they know that they look good. But I'm like, for me, because I always just wear these fake pearls. So I'm like, I just need to like start doing it so I can look fancier, rich, start doing elegant.
I'm joking, by the way, that it's not how I define my style, but I like pops of that. Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty simple. I love a burnt orange moment.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Nudes,
yes. Yeah.
What are your top 3 favorite stores?
Okay, so
that you would buy stuff from,
like regular clothes.
So I think we both like Madewell.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think we're pretty similar with our style. Madewell,
Abercrombie's
had
so
a big
good.
comeback.
People don't know that.
Is always a good go-to.
I get overwhelmed at Nordstrom or like department stores. They're too big, and I don't know where to look, so I don't shop at them. Yeah,
or like small boutiques.
Yes,
I really like. You know?
I like. Yeah, Madewell's like. There's an Abercrombie now in Old Town, Pasadena, right by the Madewell. I'm like,
oh, I just went there and got my sister a birthday present there.
There you go. Oh, and Lululemon. It's
not that big though. Oh, Lulu.
Which one? The Madewell?
The Abercrombie.
Yeah, it's kind of small, but it's nice because I always buy shit, and then it's like instead of having to mail it back now, I can just like go to the store and return. Yeah, that makes life easier. And then Lululemon is also right there, and Viore. I'm like, this is, and it's like 2 minutes away. I'm like, this is dangerous.
Yeah, that's dange. All right, do you have another question?
No.
Have you noticed in this podcast I'm moving more and more to the left to get out of the sun?
Yeah.
It really is. This is like we don't have any natural sunlight in this apartment other than for like 20 minutes, which happens to be right now.
Yeah.
And
not a great place for plants.
I have one plant that's thriving.
Oh,
and one
you've showed me
the
plant. You showed me the thriving plant. That plant was thriving.
Thank you.
It likes that 20 minutes of natural light.
It does it really just like survives from the 20 minutes of sunlight. Okay, let's see. What is your favorite post-race meal? And be specific.
Okay, here we go. It is.
Okay, let's hear it.
In-N-Out.
We'll both go into detail. Oh, okay.
Well, mine's like hard because it's like I don't always race in California, but I do mostly. It's an In-N-Out.
But this is like if you could choose any like last meal kind of thing, but like post-race.
Oh, well, that changes things. Because my actual post-race meal is an In-N-Out double animal style fry, and a milkshake every time.
That's a great post-race meal.
It's so good.
That's a really good one.
If I like had my final death row meal, oof. I mean, it's always going to be like, that one's hard.
Actually, that's a good, let's do that one.
Okay, you go.
I feel like my death row meal changes based on my vibe.
Same. Or your mood. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, sometimes it's like, it's so funny. I feel like everyone's like, a nice filet. And I'm like, well, maybe. I want like a bite of everything. Like, give me a filet mignon, medium rare. Give me 2 bites.
Yeah.
Give me like cheesy. Give me cheese. Yeah. I get it. I'm like on something.
I need a variety.
I don't know. I don't have an appetite right now, so it's kind of hard.
I'm like starving. I'm like,
actually, I'm in the mood where I'm hungry. Like I need to eat lunch right now.
You haven't eaten lunch?
I don't know what I'm craving. No, my day is so fucked up right now. Wow. I had breakfast at like 11.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That makes sense.
So I'm off. Yeah. So I need to go. I'm gonna get lunch right after this.
It's like 11:45.
Okay, yeah. Wait, post race. Yeah, we both need to eat right now. Okay, post race, I want fries. Like fries have to be in the rotation.
Of course.
And usually I'll have Italian the night before, whether it's whether it's like a nice pasta with marinara, some chicken, or pizza, or both.
Of course. Yes.
So I don't necessarily crave it until the evening, so I'll go burger route too.
Burger always, like In-N-Out's like what I usually do. Just also because like sometimes if I'm just like driving home, it's easier. But yeah, like any kind of just like a giant, just juicy, greasy. I love burgers. That's probably my favorite food, like cheeseburgers.
Really? I crave a burger once a month, and I honor that craving. I'm like, I did that the other day. I went to Five Guys. I think I posted a video, featured it at the end. But I was just kind of like, ooh, I think my B12 is dipping a little bit. Let's go get a burger. Oh, you know?
Or Five Guys is so good too.
Wait, Five Guys is so underrated.
It is.
You can
it's
get
so like
20 billion toppings.
I know. And it's so greasy, which is so I like the grease.
So
myself,
greasy.
So. Yeah.
I just don't know what sauces to put on it.
That's true. Yeah, I actually haven't been in a long time. I think the last time I went to a Five Guys was like at an airport like 3 years ago. I need to go.
Did it hit? Does it hit at an airport the same? Airport food never hits exactly.
I was gonna say
like
it didn't hit as hard. Yeah. I think Jordan and I we have to run errands tonight. I think we might get Chipotle, and I'm like I just had it, and I'm like I love Chipotle. It's so good.
I haven't had Chipotle in like a year.
Like I hadn't had it in a couple years until like a couple months ago, and I was like, "Fuck, I forgot."
You're like, this is back in the rotation now.
It's back in the.
Are you
forgot. Bowl
burrito
for sure.
or taco?
Bowls, but after a race though, sometimes if I'm not like feeling in and out, I will get like a whole burrito that's like 3 pounds, and I'm just
the guac.
The guac is so good.
That sound. Nothing hits better than guac from Chipotle.
No, you're absolutely right. I got a burrito on the
way
now
I'm hungry.
Same. The Mammoth Grand Fondo. It was like a big bike ride, and I like was hungry, and I ate the whole. It was literally like 3 pounds. Ate every bite, and then I was full for like 2 days. Like my stomach was just like full. I was like, I can't eat. Not that like that. I don't know. I usually eat a lot, but that for some reason really did me in.
It's so funny. Sometimes like your appetite is deceiving. Like you think sometimes I can finish like a full burger and be like, yeah, I'm good to go. Like I feel great. Let's party. And then sometimes I'll eat a burger and like I think I could finish it. I'm just like, no, I feel like I'm like my appetite is there, but then I just like
can't do it.
Can't move.
That doesn't happen to me often, but yeah. I know what you mean. It does happen though.
Yeah, you're like 3 hours of cardio.
I get it.
Shout out to all the nice DMs, all the nice messages,
all
reviews.
Our new followers on Instagram. We got like a ton in like a week. So cool. And yeah, if you like the podcast, please subscribe or follow. I don't really know. I think on Spotify you follow the podcast. But then also please be sure to rate it. Okay, follow the podcast, rate it. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to watch the
Email
podcast.
us if you would like.
Yes.
Going off course podcast @gmail.com.
Yep.
Email us questions.
Yeah, send questions or DM us questions.
Or DM.
We love answering questions. So
if you're over the age of 40, send us an email.
Yeah.
If you're
yeah, guys.
We're just like, what's up with you? Like, what are you trading for? Talk to us.
Yeah, talk to us. You might get a shout out.
Like Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky?
Tony.
Tony boy.
Same thing.
Yeah, literally same vibe, which is a good vibe.
It's a good vibe. That was such a nice DM. Love Tony.
Such a nice DM. Well, I guess we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.